Hello, everybody. It's the Talk Football Live crew, and we're back again looking at Game Week 22. The games are coming fast. It
Yep.
was just Thursday when, we finished Game Week 21, 1 day break, and we're back at it again. How are you guys feeling tonight?
Feeling good. We're ready.
Feeling
Good, good,
great.
good. All right, so we have a little departure from the way we've been doing things. Today, we're actually just going to talk through all the games that are coming. We have games Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We're not going to focus on any particular game. We're just going to talk through each, talk about likely predictions, and have some fun with it. We
Yeah.
might go off rail a little bit, but yeah, that's okay. It's part of it. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So to
Let's
kick
do it.
us off, though, since he's here with us, we want to get some, feedback because I know he's in a great mood right now. We're calling it a relegation battle game today against Southampton, but they came through that
It
test,
was.
and I just want to get some real quick thoughts from Cincy, on how that game went. What's your feeling about Manu? Because every time you've come on, you're bullish about Amorim. You said he just needs players to be replaced.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah,
us,
yeah,
tell us.
yeah. And my this thing still stands about United. I think today was also it was a mixed feeling for me. I think the first half was terrible for United. Like again, we are still having the same issue, not being able to do the basic things like trap the ball, pass the ball, make the runs. The wing back position is still lacking some key technical players. I feel like these guys are makeshift players, and this, which is why I'm still very, very optimistic about this coach. I feel like by the time he gets his own players in each of these positions, I think you guys will see the real United in the next 3 to 4 years, and I believe we're going to be able to compete with the likes of
Years?
Liverpool, Arsenal, City. One more time, I believe so. But again, today was a good win, because we needed that win because there's no way we should be drawing or losing to Southampton at home. That would have been embarrassing.
Yeah.
If I cannot even imagine the kind of meme, the way Bjorn would have probably killed me today. I'm sure you'll have murdered me. So, in fact, I will have probably turned down your rejection if you had said I would have said I want to come on this show today, but I'm glad the only person that has brain,
Oh,
the only
God.
person that has brain on that team came through for us today. But let's be honest, other than the assist that Ericsson gave him, those two goals were just all
Pure
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
technically the team was a draw. Ahmad won that game with 2 goals for us. Even though he scored the hat trick, and Onana stepped up today. But I feel like the likes of Diallo, not Diallo, what's his name? Meno's form has dipped terribly, man. Like he's beginning to make so many mistakes. Now he's beginning to play his age, like you can tell that he's beginning to make a lot of
It's
mistakes.
not easy
And
at the
that's
top
why
level.
the coach took him out. Ganacho is still not there yet. I feel like he needs to be able to complement Diallo, and he's not doing that enough. There were times where I was actually surprised by some of the final touch in the last third. And so again, United needs to step it up again. I understand the coach; these are not his players, and a lot of them are probably going to be end up leaving the team. I'm not going to be surprised if they all leave the team. But as we stand like this, only 2 or 3 players can make that team. Unfortunately, and this is a makeshift team. I don't know if you guys have seen all those memes where you see all those Nigeria downfall drivers driving their downfall with 3 tires. That's exactly what our coach is going through right now, man. He's driving that car, but with like 3 tires and no gear, no brake. So, and that's why I'm optimistic that by the time he gets his Lexus, he gets his Tesla truck, we are going to be firing
Okay,
us.
okay.
Like,
I mean, one of the main issues I think that I've had with him, I think he has changed that at least in the last 2 games before this against Liverpool and Arsenal, and even today, was he kept rotating the 11, and I think there's a settled 11 now. It's Meno and Ugarte in midfield. It's the back three was Maguire, De Ligt, and Martinez. For I think because Maguire went off injured last game or tired against the Arsenal in the Arsenal game, he didn't start today. He brought in Euro, but it's like there's a settled back three now. There's a settled midfield.
mhm.
Hoyland always starts. Fernandez is always behind him, and then he rotates a little bit. Maybe Nazaro as Mazraoui
Masraoui.
Mhm. That's right.
Mazari, starts. Sometimes he lets Diallo come off the bench. Garnacho, like he still rotates maybe one, but it's more settled now. when he first came, everything was all over. It was different combinations. Euro in the
And
middle
that
one
was
day, Maguire on the
understandable,
right.
He was still trying to
Yeah.
figure out himself, man, and I think he has done a good job to at least understand what he has at his disposal right now. And I think he's managing them pretty well, So, but like I said, there's still gonna be a lot of changes that needs to be made to the team,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump into the weekend. All right, let's get right into it. First game up this weekend is Newcastle against Bournemouth, and just like we always do, we'll go through each person on the team here. So on my screen, Cincy, you get the first game.
Yeah, so this game, this one is a tricky one, because Bournemouth is not a washover, So, but Newcastle's in top form, so I expect them to win this one. Especially they're at home, right? They're playing at home, so yeah, I would tip
Yeah.
Newcastle to win this game, 2-1.
Okay. I mean, on the form table, Newcastle have won, I think, 6 straight in the league. Yeah, the form
Yeah,
team in the Premiership right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, Bjorn, Brentford against Liverpool.
Oh man. So in case you don't know, I think Liverpool has only won one game this year so far.
Yeah, they drew their last 2 games.
We ordered the year just started.
Huh?
The year just started.
So 11 months, like I always tell you, there's 11 months, 50 days to go. What have you achieved in 2025? So
No wins yet.
Chelsea.
Wow.
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 I didn't see that coming.
It's a silent shade right there, man.
It's always coming. It comes every week.
Oh god. Anyway, let me put this as a draw. If there's going to be a
Wow.
win, it will be
Because
a
you want
Liverpool
to
win.
draw.
If there's going to be a win, I think it's going to be Liverpool. But I think Brentford, maybe they can stay consistent and try to draw this game. Yeah. So
I think
I'm
what we're
looking for it.
seeing is Liverpool seem to be struggling against the teams that counterattack
I don't
very well.
think
And I'm going to say counterattack very well, exceptionally.
Yeah.
Or they're just tired. Fatigue is kicking in. They only bought one player last summer.
I don't know if it's that though, because
I don't think so.
Slot has always rotated very well.
Yeah,
So-
but playing for
He has always.
so rotation
Yeah.
or not.
So
They
check
still
those
have the same
games.
last year, and
Check the games that they have failed to win. Salah didn't score, or probably wasn't the best. 34% of their goals, 34% of their goals this season have come from Salah.
Salah.
So I think it's down to the forwards. Right now, I don't know the last time Diaz scored. So Diaz has not been scoring. Nunes has not been scoring. Jota is the one that has scored recently since he came back. Most of the goals have come from Salah. So the games they play nowadays, when Salah is not delivering, they struggle to win those games.
That's
And that's what I've observed. So if Brentford can make sure that Salah doesn't have a good game, I think they stand a chance.
Yeah, I agree. I think some weeks ago I had said if Salah stays fit and keeps his form, Liverpool will definitely win the league. Because he doesn't have to score in every game, but even his presence scares defenders. And that plays a part in how they perform. But I still think the whole team, I think this is January getting into February. Fatigue is kicking in because they did not do. They bought only one player in the summer, and that player is barely even playing. At some point, that is going to show in their results. So I think that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Because also you can also say they're not scoring too many goals, but they're also conceding in almost every game. And that's something they have one of the debatably the best defender in the league. So why are they conceding every single game? So I think the fatigue is kicking in.
It's funny when we talked about this, but when Lobsy was on last season, last time around, he said, Alisson seems to concede a goal every game since he's come back, and we saw that again against Tottenham. We saw that against Man U. We saw that again against Forest.
Forest, yeah.
So I don't know, but Alisson won't be dropped. So here we are. Okay, on to Leicester Fulham. Charles.
Fulham, Leicester. Leicester, I think these guys are still figuring themselves out. Although, they have a new manager. He did great at Man U the few games he did at Man U and came and I feel like he started well, but something is they're still figuring themselves out. So I'll easily give this to Fulham. I think Fulham right now they're playing good. I think the last game they didn't win the last game if I recall correctly.
No, they lost.
Was that Fulham?
Yeah. But before that, they've had a very decent performance. So I think bringing Leicester, they're getting Leicester at the right time for them to wake up again and get a good result.
Iwobi's in form too. Don't forget.
Yeah. Iwobi's in form.
He's in top form right now.
Yeah, they're pushing. They're pushing. So yes, I think they're gonna win this game. Fairly easy.
Leicester have 5 straight losses. 5 losses. Yeah. No wins or draws.
They're about to fire. They're about to fire another Man U guy.
I know. I think his job was a little bit.
Doubt
he came too soon for Rude, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next one. I'll take this one. West Ham against Crystal Palace. So we know now Graham Potter is at West Ham. Crystal Palace have been off and on for me this season. They seem to do okay when Eze is back in the team. He's back again, but he doesn't seem to be able to stay fit. So I think West Ham are now playing with the freedom and the quality that I expected of the players that they bought over the summer. I don't know if that's a thing that has to do with Graham Potter's new manager bounce, as they call it, but their last game was really good. I expect them to win this game against Palace. I think it'll be close, maybe a 2-1 win, 3-2 win, but I expect West Ham to take this one.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Not sure.
All right. Cincy, Arsenal against Villa. I think this is one of the bigger games of the weekend.
Villa. This one is tricky, very tricky. But Aston Villa, unfortunately, they've not been as consistent as they should be, but there's still a force to reckon with. So I think Arsenal needs to be very, very careful in this game. It depends on what Arsenal team shows up. But I want to give Arsenal this game, but I'm leaning towards a draw.
I want to give us.
Yeah, leaning towards a draw in this one.
Yeah, I'm actually worried for this game, but we'll see. Yeah.
Where are your worries, Beto? What worries you?
I think it's clear to everyone that Arsenal has not been at their best. That's very, very obvious. We have not been at our best. So we're going to play definitely with not our first team. Saka is still not back. I don't know if Nwaneri will be fit. I don't think so, right? I don't think he's going to make this game.
I don't think so. I'm hearing he's back in training, but I think it's too Nwaneri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we saw Sterling against Spurs, right? And bro. That was terrible, though. That was very, very terrible. That was a shadow of himself. So
that was a shadow of his shadow.
Okay, that was a shadow of No, I mean you can say that. That was really, really bad. That was terrible.
For what we expect from Sterling, that was poor.
Yeah,
and I don't know if it's a thing where Sterling has lost his pace, or is it that he's no longer that player?
But you also have to consider the fact that he's not playing consistently.
Yeah, so that
also factors in. Yeah,
that's my point, because players like that rely on just those extra, 2 inches, 3 inches to get ahead of players, they miss that thing when they haven't been playing for a while. So I don't know if it's a thing where he's lost the pace, or as they say, if he's off the pace, right? Because I actually liked what I saw from him, because he's different from every other profile that we have on the team in terms of driving at players. When we played against Man U, even though we lost, when we played against Sterling, he was the only one who received the ball and actually drove at players, willing to take players on.
I think
we have almost no other player that does that on the team.
Yeah, I think it's an age. The age has kicked in for Sterling. I think.
So I don't know if it's age or it's just because he hasn't.
It's both. It's both, right? You have to understand that older players that are not playing consistently, it's very hard for them to just come in and fit into games. All these young boys are running up and down like rabbits. So it's tough for players like him. If he's not playing, his fitness level is not going to be on the same par with these boys. So it will show eventually. It will show. I mean, look at Ashley Young. The real reason why Ashley Young is still playing well is because he's consistently playing, even at his age. Yeah. So imagine you benching him for like 5 games and he's coming in Sixth game, nah, he's too old for that, man.
And this is really, I think that was Sterling's first Premier League start, if I'm not correct. Maybe his first or second the whole season.
Yeah,
No,
in fact, that was the first time I was seeing him play in a
no,
long time.
second. He started the game against Southampton.
Yeah, I think that was the second game.
Yeah, he started against Southampton. The
So
point I'm
he's
trying to
barely
make is,
played that.
yeah, sorry. The point I'm trying to make is this: so right now, and when we go into that game against Villa, we are very short on forward subs. So we don't have subs.
Yes.
We only have like one or two. That's why I was asking about
one.
So it's either you start Sterling and Trossard, or Sterling and Martinelli, or Trossard and Martinelli. So you're going to have just one sub that is a winger. So Havertz is going to have to play another 90 minutes, right? Now, when you look at our squad overall, God forbid an injury, there's no sub. There's no someone that can play that striking role, even if it's a false nine. There is nobody, unless
Not
you bring
in under 21.
Boys,
you haven't brought anyone up.
Under 23 or under 21. So I have a theory that I was thinking about. I know you people will say I'm crazy. I think at this point, till we get somebody back, let's just play Rice as the first nine, right? So play Rice as the first nine, then
even Merino.
Yeah,
at least maybe you head the ball in.
No. Merino is not as. I don't think it's going to be as that physical and as fast.
Yeah, Rice is
striking position. You need somebody that is fast that can move shake the defense. So honestly, we can actually try Rice as the first nine, then have Merino, Partey, and all these people fight for it, because we have enough subs in the midfield. So now we are short on subs. That's why I'm scared about this Villa game. It's going to be very physical. Trust me. Villa game is very. What's that?
Havertz, is he injured?
No, but he's our only striker.
He's not injured. I'm saying he's the only one. So if he gets injured or gets a yellow card or gets a red card, that's it.
But if you play Rice up front, who plays the midfield?
Havertz has played 90 minutes. Havertz has played 90 minutes in the last 3 games, coming from sickness. He's going to wear out.
Yeah. So you play Rice up front. Who do you play in the midfield?
I'm not saying play right now. I'm saying if Havertz gets injured or we feel like in this game he can't finish that. I think
if we lose Havertz, man, that would be huge.
Rice forward, because once you lose Havertz, you have to wait for Saka, and maybe you buy a striker. Nobody's coming back. Jesus is done for the season. He's done for the season.
So let me see if I understand what you're saying. You are saying start Havertz, but if anything happens, push Rice forward.
Push Rice forward so that because I think we need to give Havertz a break at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
But my follow-up question is: if you push Rice forward, who takes the place of Rice in midfield? I know you say you have
Partey, you have Partey, you have Jorginho, you have Merino, you have Zinchenko. All those people can play in the midfield. You have Odegaard. You can push MLS into the midfield and play Terran Kinney in left back. You have options. See, we don't have issues with defense and midfield.
And midfield, we have a lot of bodies back there.
But considering how tough Aston Villa has been for you guys,
that's a tough game.
You really want to put your best foot forward. So if you're going to rest Havertz,
no, don't rest Havertz. That's what I'm saying.
I know. I'm just saying, even if that one was coming to mind, I'm agreeing with you. I don't think it should be this game. I think you should come with your full. I just risk it. Yeah. Whatever happens, injury happens.
Yeah, risk it, and hopefully it's not this kind of game that you lose bodies again, because it's like every game we are losing somebody.
Yeah, Aston Villa, they're going to be physical. So
exactly, Aston Villa is going to be physical. So you don't need a draw in this game. Your draw would only make sense if Brentford draws Liverpool. Yeah. That's why you can then play.
It won't even make sense because you're trying to catch up for 7 points. It still
makes sense for all these players to return. You get what I mean? Like, at least you don't lose, but you can't afford to even lose it at all when you have an opportunity to catch up.
You have 7 points you're trying to make up essentially.
I mean, Saka is out. I don't know when he's going to come back.
How do you think Aston Villa will line up? How do we think they're going to come against Arsenal?
I actually think I was hoping that they won't win the last game so that would kind of affect their confidence. But winning an away game to Everton, I think it's going to boost their confidence. I think, honestly, to Cincy's point that they are not doing well, let's hope that they are not doing well. So let's just capitalize on that and just take the opportunity. I don't know about the fitness of their players so far, but all these players, Bailey, they are not doing so good currently. Onana, I don't know if he's back. You understand? See, if you are playing against Onana is back, right? If you are playing against Onana and Morgan, I think it's a problem. Those are two tall guys in the midfield. I think that's a big problem.
The issue with Villa this season, I think, is that Watkins hasn't been on the same form he's been over the last
what's
2 or
wrong
3
with Watkins,
seasons.
though? What is his problem?
He's
He scored, though.
he scored, but he hasn't been
That's-
as consistent, right? In the last 2 3 seasons, he's been one of the top goal scorers. He's not this season, right? And he's missed a lot of chances.
Yeah, Ayo, they have Watkins and Duran. They have Watkins and Duran. They have
I don't
options
think
than
Duran
us.
has.
Duran got a red card.
Duran got a red card, so he's been out, and I think is he injured at the moment?
No, it's over though.
I think
It's
over. I think
over.
he may be back against you guys.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I
since
think-
your
I
question
think
was
it's
on
fine.
Watkins, I think Watkins just a drop in form. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. It happens to the best strikers. They all go through it. All right, cool. So, Cincy, what's your prediction? Arsenal, Aston Villa.
I think this one could be a draw.
A draw. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
As long as Arsenal does not wear
knock on wood.
that's their white jersey, Sha. They should not wear that white jersey.
I know. Okay, so I'm gonna say this publicly because somebody else brought that up in one of the chat groups. That is a one-time jersey that is worn in the FA Cup third round to bring awareness to the No More Red campaign. It's to bring awareness to the knife.
Okay, because I was like, what
and
in
knife
the world
attacks that happened in London. That's what it is. So it's just to bring
that makes
awareness.
sense.
It's not a kid that you will never see that kid again this season.
I like the kids. I don't know why Cincy.
Well, there will be a kit. There will be a kit that they will see. So the team agreed to wear, I think another white. It might be white with Jesus number 9, just to kind of like a solidarity for Jesus' ACL injury.
Okay.
Yeah. So Arteta agreed to that. So that I don't know what game. I think it's going to be in a cup game, but that's going to happen. Yeah.
All right, on to the next one.
You're going to wear this.
Everton Spurs.
Oh, Everton Spurs. So Spurs has lost. Is it 6 or 7 games?
A lot. They've lost 11 games so far.
Yeah,
this is the 21st game.
Yeah.
So
no, like back to back right now. So it's going to be a difficult one because David Moyes lost his first game. I am thinking that he will not want to lose the second one. Spurs also need a win. So this is a game for two teams that really need a win badly. Maybe they will share a point. So let's give them a draw, a point each.
I was telling a friend this week that guy should have never left Everton, man.
Moyes?
Yeah, he should have never left.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't.
Cincy, I don't know why you like to start a conversation that will not finish tonight. Bro, somebody called asked you that they have a
call you.
When they call you, big
sit down.
You should have never left that room.
I mean, Baba Ferguson calls you that he has a job for you, man. You don't. I mean, you go.
That was just pure.
You go. Damn all the consequences.
He gave that guy that job because he's his countryman, man.
Of course, now. Cincy, do you reject promotion at your job,
bro? Bro, if you wear Moyes, Cincy, if you wear Moyes, what
no, I'm not saying Ferguson should have never even approached him. Ferguson should have just left him alone. That's what I'm saying.
No, that time, I again, human beings. I think we have short memories, bro. That time in the league, remember who were the top 4-5 managers?
No doubt, it was there,
just
but I felt like Moyes' his style was just tailored.
Remember, Everton was in top 8. Those
were you not surprised when you heard Moyes was coming to Man U? Because I was.
I was actually shocked when he was out.
I was very shocked.
I wasn't surprised. Again, Everton used to be in top 8.
Yeah, but not Man U left.
Remember, guys?
I think he even carried 4th with them at one point or something, or took them to Europe.
Yeah,
he went to Europe once.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So, don't get me wrong. He did a fantastic job, but I think Moyes was just tailored for smaller teams.
Well, it was just
Charles, I wasn't surprised because the way they saw that job that time, if you remember, Charles, they saw it as something that has to stay within the UK with a UK person. So that was what they wanted.
Something that almost
until
the national team job. They were
exactly until they failed and they then opened it up. So that kind of application, it was an internal application, right? Yeah, it was an internal application. They didn't open it to the public, right? So no external candidates could apply.
internal post.
That's what it was.
All right.
That
Man U,
That brings the
Brighton,
Man U Brighton.
Man U,
Yeah.
Brighton. Man, like they say, it depends on the Man U that shows up. Even though Brighton is not a walkover, but depends on the Man U that shows up. And honestly, Man U beating the performance in New Zealand FA Cup or Carabao, whichever one they face Liverpool
FA
in.
Cup. Oh,
FA
that was the league. Liverpool. That was the league.
That was the league.
Liverpool.
What
was
FA
in-
Cup did they play recently?
They
That
played
was
Arsenal
Spurs.
in the FA Cup.
Arsenal. Sorry. I'm mixing up games. That was Arsenal. Okay. So they had faced Liverpool, they faced Arsenal.
And then they won against Southampton.
Man U is building something, and it may be too soon to say they've woken up. But maybe they have woken up. And I think this is the game to decide. So I'm going to say a draw for this game. But a Man U win would not surprise me. Now, if Man U wins this game, I think the momentum is going to carry on for the rest of the season. Hopefully. Cincy, hope you are agreeing with me. But I think
no point.
Honestly, I would be surprised if Man U win this game.
Honestly, I think for me, if the first 20 minutes
That's
will
absolutely
determine if they win that game.
say that
Because
again.
United, the way they open games is always terrible, man. So,
Yeah.
and if they open too nervous against the way, especially what they do with Southampton today, I don't think they'll be forgiven, man.
But
Because
since
Brighton have
it's
better
not about how you
players.
start, but how you finish, though. And Ahmad showed us that today. They were terrible against Southampton. I was even texting the group chat saying
Oh, they were terrible.
they were terrible. I was saying
Terrible.
a new curse should be your team will play like Man U. That is it. Like, seriously, it was so bad. Southampton is the 20th team in the league, and they were playing like Man U played like they were the 20th.
You know,
Until
at what
the
point,
last
yeah.
10 minutes, Ahmad woke up. Nothing happened all through the game. Nothing.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, I think it may rub off on the other players. I don't know, but that's why I'm giving a draw. Cause Brighton,
Yeah, it may be a wake up call. It may be a wake up call.
that's
for them.
the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
giving
so.
a draw just to play it safe. But if Man U wins, I won't be surprised.
All right, Forest Southampton. I'm gonna give this to Forest. Forest are playing fantastic this season.
Can we quickly just relegate Southampton?
I already did. I
Dominican
used
just
to. Were they still in the league for you?
I mean, this is not fair
It's
to
19th.
the league. Like they
It's
should be
not,
playing
it's not.
championship. They're not putting any fight. They're not like this is not.
They
I-
have many Nigerian players. Is it just me?
No, they have just two.
Was it two or three?
They have Aribo and Onuachu.
I saw like three names there, man.
No, you saw Ugochukwu.
Sulemana, the guy that terrorized you.
Technically, is English.
Sulemana.
Sulemana is Ghanaian.
I think it's Ghanaian.
Sulemana is Ghanaian.
No, you're talking about then there's Ugochukwu from Chelsea, who's on loan from Chelsea.
Ah, okay, yes, yeah.
Hey,
okay.
That was a plenty, man.
Yeah, that's true.
But today there was a swap for Niger today.
but let's agree on something though. Based on what Southampton did today against Man U, I know it's Man U. I understand. If Southampton pulls a draw in this match, we should not come back to apologize.
Not possible.
No, hold on.
Bro. Okay.
Charles,
All right. No, I'm not apologizing. I am not apologizing. Even with a win, Southampton.
No,
yeah.
not possible. The point is, when we came here to this picture, we all said, no, Southampton.
And
I agree. Let me tell you something.
Charles,
something is not even going to get a chance.
Next recording, I would publicly apologize.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Same.
We are all going to
I don't think they will have a chance in this game.
I would make a specific 30-second post just for our channel to apologize.
Nottingham Forest is number 3. If they can't win the league, they want to go to Europe.
Do we all agree
Don't you
we are going to
understand?
apologize if Southampton wins this game?
Yes,
we apologize. I will apologize. But I doubt it. Chris Woods.
Sorry for the Southampton fans are watching.
I know I'm not apologizing. I'm not apologizing.
I didn't say Southampton is going to lose.
This Charles. Politician.
There's a reason that they have 6 points.
All right. And back to you, Cincy. Ipswich City. So we saw City 2-0 lead, gave it up. Bournemouth came back just a day ago, 2-2.
Honestly, City, man, I don't know. There's a lot going on. I think Pep is going through a tough time. I think he shouldn't have signed a new contract. He should have just gone on that sabbatical again.
Yeah.
Especially he's having a lot of personal issues and issues. So there's a lot going on. I think, and Ipswich is not like a bad team. It's not a terrible team, And I think they've lost their fear factor. City has lost the fear factor. So, but I still want to give this game to them, but I don't know. I would say
We wouldn't be
2-1.
surprised if something else happens.
Yeah, but I won't be shocked if we somehow, some way find a way to equalize last minute or even win themselves, So, but I will give them the respect and I'll give them this one, So I'll give them this one. I'll give City to win this game. But
So,
again,
but is it safe to say that the whole City issue is not a Rodri thing, but a Pep divorce thing?
I know I can't say that.
I
It's a
think
whole
it's a
bunch of
mix
things.
of both. It's
Yeah,
a mix
whole
of both. They've also had a lot of injuries in their backline. Stones, Akonji, Ake, they've all been injured at Diaz. They've all had injuries this season. So I think it's just a combination of a lot of things for City this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rodri
is a big factor, of course, and we just found out about Pep's personal issues. That's probably also a big factor. But they've also had a lot of injuries.
I think what happened is the wife probably didn't want him to sign that extension.
It's possible, sure.
That's a good point.
Because there were rumors. There were rumors. I don't know how true it is that Klopp was leaning towards that also. That's why he stepped down.
Yeah.
I mean, because these guys, they spend more time with the team than with their families. So
you know, even Fergie too had that same issue. When was I Man U?
Already.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but Fergie got some. I don't know how he managed.
Because I think he said when he retired, he was like, it's time to go spend time with his wife because it's like he gave 30 years.
She has had
she endured it all that time.
She has had it, man. Yeah, so it's normal. It's normal for every player, for every coach. Yeah.
Yeah, look, when you're in this job, I mean, I've never coached in that level, but it's always like it's 24 hours. There's no giving up, right? You're always in it. Even when you're sleeping, you don't have time for anything. Yeah.
Even in the summer, they are thinking.
Yeah. It's very involving. Yeah, you're always planning because it's both long term and short term. They're planning the squad. They're having meetings about the squad. They're planning training sessions.
Involved with recruitment.
It's a lot.
Player
refreshments, planning for the squad, planning training sessions, working against things specifically in training,
meeting with the owners, getting money, knowing your budget, and
developing, planning with the academy. I think that's why recently too, they've gone away from that model of purely managers to just first team coach. Yeah. And you have a director of football that more oversees football operations, and then they have academy directors as well. So they try to break that responsibility apart because it's a lot for one person.
It'd be crazy if they don't make Champions League though.
Very crazy.
No, they will. I mean, see their trajectory.
Can we see the table? Then we can pull up
coming up.
Please.
Yeah, let's do it.
They're coming up. They're coming up.
Are they coming up?
You want to predict the last game?
Yeah, let's talk about Chelsea Wolves. That comes to you, Bjorn.
Yeah, okay.
Why do you have to
Chelsea Wolves
now?
By luck of the draw, it ends with him.
I've been waiting. It's my mouth salivating. Let me take this.
Maybe I'll say that doesn't seem to happen, but no, I hold that back.
Chelsea Wolves. What Charles? What animal behaves like this? Yeah. Tell me that animal. Wolves. they will tear you apart. You think it's Bobbers that we play wants to beat free kick.
With the way Wolves have been playing, though, I don't see.
So anyway, Wolves, they lost. They've not been doing well. It's an opportunity for them to, they are struggling with relegation as well. So, and Chelsea is dropping. So I mean, until Chelsea gets to number 7, I don't see them settling. They actually need to get to the right level. Then they can now.
It was 8th, wasn't it?
So
8th?
That second.
8th was their position.
Yeah, that second, third, 5th thing that was abnormal. You understand? So Chelsea really needs to settle down to like 7. So anyway, seriously, I think it's going to be a tough game. Chelsea has the squad to win, right? They have the squad to win. They can win this game. But Wolves, you never know. It might be one of those games that they might just decide to show. So there will be chances for Wolves, definitely, trust me. But Chelsea could also wrap this thing up in like first half. I'll give it Chelsea.
Right. Like I said, whatever Bjorn says will happen.
Okay, let's take a look at the table real quick and then we'll wrap it up. So we wanted to look at Man City.
So you see Man City right there.
They started picking up points again a little bit, and this is really nice because you can see the trajectory as well, right? So they seem to be on a slight upward trajectory in terms of their position.
Yeah, that's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the other two
No.
teams on 3 and
Yeah.
4 too, they are on top form. So don't let us ignore that.
So that's the thing. I love
Exactly.
looking at
So
this table because when you look
Newcastle
at
is actually
form,
the one. Newcastle is the one that people are not talking
Newcastle
about.
is on form. Forest was on form. They had 5 straight wins as well until they drew, and
Yeah,
that draw was against Liverpool.
Forest
that's
is
what
still
those
on
two
form.
teams.
Forest is
Madly
still
on
very
form.
much on form.
Yeah,
Biodo, did you say Forest is
and
not on
then
form?
look at it.
No, I said
Okay.
they are on form. Forest and
Biodo, do you
Newcastle.
think Forest will
Yeah.
stay in top
See.
4 this season? At the end of the season?
So that's a very good question, and I need to apologize for something I said weeks ago. Remember when
That's
I
why I
said
brought
weeks
it up.
ago that I think one of Nottingham Forest and Brighton will make top 6. Remember, and I said it was going to be Brighton. Now the season is not over. My statement then might still come true, but as it is right now, it looks like it has flipped, and it's now Nottingham Forest that to me looks like it's going to make top 6. I think Nottingham Forest will make top 5. I'm predicting that now. I think they will make Europe.
Yeah. I expect Forest to make Europe as well. They'll be in the top 6 for sure.
We come. I think they thought we do relegation. And they see us for 12. 12 no relegation.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a
because you got 3
That's a second
points
pick.
today, right? You had 23. This is where you were before the match.
I
You
know.
were here.
That's the second pick.
We
You
are
were
up there.
here.
If you lose against Brighton, you know
go
what
down.
will happen again?
Go back down.
You go down again.
Right
But
now,
let me-
you're in a position where you
but
can't afford to
let
lose.
me point out something. I think Forest is more
And you
likely.
can see your form.
My goodness. It's like
It's actually
It's
a very
just-
good graph.
I love it.
No, it's consistent.
no
It's stable.
improvement.
The problem is, the problem is, can I tell you something that
This is when
surprises
Ole
me?
was
Bro?
in.
When Amorim took over,
Sorry.
you guys were in
Van
top 10.
Nistelrooy, yeah. This is when Van Nistelrooy
I
was.
think number 8 or something.
Yeah, they got up to 9.
mean anything, Joe.
Since it means something.
And then since
don't
he
mean
came
anything.
back,
It don't mean anything. It's just effect of a new manager. It happens. Don't worry. And
Van Nistelrooy is struggling though. Worst team in the league at the moment.
with Van Nistelrooy, when he took over, Uncle Kiloji,
Yeah, since he took over.
I will never
they're
see. The
struggling.
thing is, I would not even advise United to even hire.
Can we switch squad? Can we switch squad?
Oh, I don't understand. So you mean switch managers?
I say no. You're trying to take a dig at Reed.
No.
I'm saying squad.
No. I'm saying that if you put Rude in this team, United will probably suffer a worse fate than what it is now. I don't think he has that experience yet to manage at that level.
It's 3 games United begs to differ though.
Yeah, and he managed PSV.
The same thing happened when
lose.
Ryan Giggs took over. Have you forgotten? So we always have this moment of new players that have been in United coming in, old faithful. There's always that ginger. So I don't trust it. I just felt like the minute we go into a slump, someone like Ruud van Nistelrooy will not know what to do. He will not know how to get out of it, man.
And Amorim knows. One thing I'll give to Amorim that he's been doing different from the other managers is that he makes up his mind very quickly and he makes his sub very fast. Things are not going okay. He doesn't wait for too long. He makes
and that's what we need. We need a coach that can make quick decisions. I don't think Ruud will be confused if we are down 3-0 or 2-0. He'll be trying to figure out Kilimashi, no experience. So yeah, he's a good guy, but I don't think he will have been the perfect guy for the job, man. So I'm glad they did not pick him.
And you stand on it that Amorim is the perfect guy for the job.
Oh, yeah, I believe so. I believe this is. I'm telling you, man. 3 years from now, mark my words. 3 years from now, we are going to be going go for.
You said we should start judging you next season. Can we start judging you next season?
I've been saying 3 years. We are going to start going 2 for 2 with Arsenal.
Wait. Why should it take 3 years? You guys have spent money.
We judge everybody.
You have quality players.
No, it's what I'm saying.
No, we judge everybody else.
It's okay. No, next season will come and we improve again. But
plus next season you should have all the advantage to do well. You'll be like a Newcastle next season because you're not playing Champions League. You're not playing anything.
It depends on how we conduct our summer transfers too.
You people like to laugh. It's a fact. I'm not lying. Are they going to make it up? They are number 12.
We didn't say anything. How would you?
Wait, hold on. Scroll up. Let me see the Europe line. Go back up. Because they get conference.
Don't worry. Let's not have that discussion today.
I scroll up. You want to see
the conference? Where's the conference Europe? See, is it number 6?
Come on now, you're not making.
Which of these teams are you going to
You have to
perform
win
better
FA
than?
Cup. You remember the back door. You remember the back door you used last season. You remember the back door. You have to win
This
FA
one
Cup.
stuff, Sha. Let me know lie.
Yeah, you're not. You're not coming in above any of these top 7 teams. Even 8 and 9. Even Fulham.
Just look at the teams
Even
above.
Fulham. In fact, I think
No, Fulham is the regular
yeah.
customer. Bassi and Iwobi,
Your
they know how to
best
do that thing in
position
Old Trafford. They know how to do it.
this season might be 9th if you make it there.
Fair point.
They can
Nine
push for
league.
it actually,
Yeah.
but still not Europe.
Bournemouth.
No, look at this.
Have you watched
See,
Bournemouth this
No, I
season?
know they're balling. I'm just
Nottingham
saying.
Forest should not be there. Charles, Nottingham Forest should not be there for Man U to actually succeed. But the fact that Nottingham Forest is there has
Yeah, they
actually
messed
changed the table
everything
for
up.
everybody.
Yeah,
They messed the whole thing up, man. Yeah.
All right.
They didn't mess anything
No.
up.
I'm saying that they messed
They
up
did
the
well.
whole calculation. Like they make it harder for us.
Oh, no, that is the only thing that has beaten Liverpool this season. That's the only team that has
That's
beaten
it,
Liverpool.
something.
This
And
season.
they're not there
loss.
by luck. And they're not there by
One
luck.
loss.
They're actually a very good team. Like it's not like they're not there by luck, man.
Yeah.
It's like
And they have former Man U boys.
Ilanga, and he's
Ilanga.
on form too. He's in form. He's playing well.
And
All
not still
right,
done
guys.
from
Thank you
those
so
guys.
much for today. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll be back again. As you guys have been about to derail and get into regular conversation. Thanks to everyone listening. Hey, if you're still with us at this point, please like, share, subscribe.
Thank you.
Keep coming into our banter. We love hearing your comments as well. Drop your comments. Thanks, guys.
All right.